you actually haphazardly caught up with Walker a little earlier today. What did he have to say?
I ran into him in the hotel where he's staying just about 10 minutes from here. He was having dinner, or lunch rather, with his family, his parents, and some of his other relatives in from out of town. And I'll tell you, what exactly I thought would be the case was the case. And I've noticed this from the time Scott Walker's been on the national stage. More than almost anybody else I've ever covered who's run for president, he is preternaturally calm and confident. This is one of the biggest days of his life, certainly professionally, probably the biggest day, and yet he could not be more calm. He joked about the Iran nuclear announcement, joked that maybe it was being done to step on his announcement. He knew that Hillary Clinton had mentioned him and took a swipe at him earlier in the day, joked about that. This guy is first among equals in this field, this crowded Republican field, does not, so far at least, get rattled.
That is actually quite impressive. What are some of the hurdles, though, that Governor Walker will have to overcome as a candidate?
He's had some position changes, and all candidates go through that. Let's see how he handles that now when he's an official candidate. He's got to show that he can keep up on the fundraising side. He's not put forward formal fundraising figures yet. Some of the rival candidates have. No one's going to keep up with Jeb Bush on the fundraising front. But Governor Walker needs to show that he can raise money in that second tier of fundraisers. And then I think he needs to prove to people that he's ready to be commander-in-chief. He has no formal national security credentials, not served in the military. As governor of Wisconsin, has done some traveling around the world. But he's going to have to prove to people that he's ready come January 2017 to be commander-in-chief, and all that in that mix, handling flip-flops, ready to be commander-in-chief, raising money, all that adds up to Republicans saying, can this guy beat Hillary Clinton? Republicans assume they need to nominate someone who can beat her. He's got to prove in all those measures that he is the right person to win the White House back for his party.
Hey, Mark, is that a carnival behind you? I mean, there's some fried Oreos happening over there. Sign me up.
State Fair. You know, this Walker announcement was kind of wedged in here at this event site just west of Milwaukee. And State Fair's here coming up, I believe, opens in a couple days. So we won't be here for that, but it looks pretty good.
I was seriously not kidding about the fried Oreos. All right, I do want to turn, Mark, to Hillary Clinton. She made a speech today about her economic plan for the country. She rallied a lot for the middle class, but do her close ties to Wall Street actually affect her credibility as the champion for that average American? She also had some harsh words for Wall Street banks as well.
She did, and she talked about some policy changes that Wall Street won't be crazy about. She even talked about beefing up Dodd-Frank when a lot of Republicans, a lot of people on Wall Street would like to see it scaled back. You know, Hillary Clinton, like a lot of people, takes money from Wall Street. She's a former New York senator, but she's going to have tough words for Wall Street, in part because she's feeling pressured from Bernie Sanders, the Vermont senator, who's done surprisingly well and, of course, is very aggressive in taking on Wall Street. But I think the proof will not be in the rhetoric, but will be in the policies, and we'll see how donors feel about what she says and whether she goes far enough. She's a little bit having to find that smooth Goldilocks middle ground between being critical of Wall Street enough for the left of the Democratic Party, but not so critical that voters, including general election voters and those donors on Wall Street, turn against her.